Good evening. This evening, what we're going to do is another children's book reading, and we have two books in store for you tonight. The first book we're going to read is The Best Kind of Bear, written by Greg Gormley and illustrated by David Barrow. When a little girl named Nellie asks a bear what kind of bear he is, he realizes he doesn't know. So Bear decides to find out by asking other bears around the world. Bear searches far and wide as he tries to nap with a grizzly bear, play in the snow with a polar bear, and look for honey in the sun with a sun bear. But when Bear comes home, he still doesn't have an answer. Will Nellie be able to help Bear figure out just what kind of bear he is? Well, we'll find out. Okay. Bear was a bear. A very sweet little bear. But he didn't know what kind of bear he was. One day he met a girl named Nellie. "Hello," she said. "What kind of bear are you?" "That's what I'm trying to figure out," said Bear. "Maybe there's bears out there who can help me." "Will you come back and tell me?" asked Nellie. "Yes," said Bear, and he went off. First, Bear traveled west. Deep in the forest, he met a big brown bear. "What kind of bear are you?" Bear asked. "I'm a grizzly bear," said the big brown bear. "I love nice long naps." "Me too," said Bear. "I love napping." "Maybe I'm a grizzly bear," said Bear. Grizzly Bear stretched and yawned. "Wake me up in 6 months," he said. "That's too much sleep," said Bear. "I can't possibly be a grizzly bear." "Maybe not," said the grizzly bear. "Besides, grizzly bears don't have those funny little stitches on their tummies." Next, Bear traveled to the frozen north. There he found an even bigger bear. It was completely white. "What kind of bear are you?" asked Bear. "I'm a polar bear," said the big white bear. "I like to play in the snow." "Me too," said Bear. "I love playing." The two bears went snow sliding. "This is fun," said Bear. "Maybe I'm a polar bear." But Bear was starting to feel chilly. "Shall we go inside and get nice and warm?" he asked. "I never go inside," said the polar bear. said Bear. "I don't like the cold. I can't possibly be a polar bear." "Maybe not," said Polar Bear. "Besides, polar bears don't have that washing labels attached to their bottoms." This time, Bear went south. There he met a bear with long claws. "What kind of bear are you?" asked Bear. "I'm a spectacled bear," said the bear with long claws. "I love to climb." "Me too," said Bear. "I love climbing into bed. Maybe I'm a spectacled bear." "Come up then," said the spectacled bear from the very tall tree. "Okay," said Bear, following carefully. "The view is so pretty," said Bear. But then he looked down. "I feel a little dizzy," said Bear. Then, "Ah!" fell off the branch. Biff, bonk, bump. Ow, said Bear. I don't like climbing. I can't possibly be a spectacled bear. Maybe not, said the spectacled bear. Besides, spectacled bears are not as soft and bouncy as you. Finally, Bear traveled east to another forest, where he met a black bear. What kind of bear are you? Asked Bear. I'm a sun bear, said the black bear. I love honey. Honey, honey, honey. Me too, said Bear. I love eating honey. I must be a sun bear. But where do you get the honey? From a beehive, said the sun bear. Get ready to run. The two bears ran over logs and under bushes until, splash, they jumped into a river. Dear me, spluttered Bear, I don't like bees, and I don't like getting wet, so I'm definitely not a sun bear. Maybe not, said Sun Bear. Besides, sun bears never wear bow ties. Bear was fed up. He decided it was time to go home. And Nellie was there waiting for him. What did you find out? She asked. Well, said Bear, I love naps, but not ones that are too long. And I love playing, but only when it's warm. I love climbing into bed, but I do not like climbing trees. And although I love honey, I do not like getting wet, and I definitely do not like bees. But I still don't know what kind of bear I am. I suppose that I'm just an ordinary, uninteresting bear. You're a wonderful kind of bear who has funny stitches on his tummy and a washing label on his bottom, who is soft and bouncy, and who wears a very nice bow tie, said Nellie. I am? asked Bear. Yes, said Nellie. You're my kind of bear, and you can be my bear, if you'd like to. I think I would, said Bear. And so, Nellie wrote on Bear's label, Nellie's bear. And that's what kind of bear I am, said Bear. I'm your bear. And that's the best kind of bear to be. The end. Alright, so time for our next story. The next book we're going to read tonight is Nothing is Scary with Harry. The snuggle is real. Harry the blanket helps one little girl find her inner warrior and helps one mommy understand that lovies can be best friends through thick, thin, and thinner. This is Harry. He's a blanket. And this is Katie. She's a little girl. Katie takes Harry with her everywhere she goes, because when Katie snuggles Harry, the world seems a little less scary. Thunderstorms become happy dancing raindrops. A little visit to the doctor becomes a trip for lollipops. The monster in the closet becomes a friendly ball of fur. The big old lion becomes a kitty cat that purrs. One day, Katie met a lady who said, "Blankets are for babies." Katie said, "Not true," as she gave a little wave. "My Harry is for me because he makes me extra brave." With Harry, jumping off the high dive feels like a little splash. A chicken pox attack seems like a simple rash. Dancing to a full house becomes a stroll across the stage, and a growly old great auntie becomes a friend of any age. One day a boy told Katie, "You're way too big for that blanket." Katie said, "No way. I don't care how big I get. When I'm with Harry, it's the bad things I forget." With Harry, riding a roller coaster feels like a little bump. Climbing that giant tree seems like stepping on a stump. Taking a scary test feels like playing a game, and speaking to a large crowd becomes a shot of fame. Then the day arrived that Katie wanted to avoid. Her mom was holding Harry, looking quite annoyed. "This thing is not a blanket. He's a heaping pile of holes. I'm really, really sorry, but Harry has to go." "No, no, no, no." At last, Katie took a deep breath and said, "But Mom, you don't understand. Any blanket can keep my outsides toasty. Harry's special because he keeps my insides brave and cozy." Her mom finally sighed and replied, "You're right. Life can be scary, so how can it be wrong to hold tight to something that makes you feel strong? Although he's only held together by memories and fray, your brave friend Harry has earned the right to stay." Katie screamed, "Yay!" Katie grabbed Harry and held him tight, and instantly felt everything was all right. And so, Katie kept holding Harry tight. They both grew older and older. Harry grew thinner and thinner. Katie grew taller and taller. And then one special day, Katie had a baby of her own. Katie looked in her baby's eyes, so big, so bright, and with that hole-filled blanket, she swaddled her. With a smile and a tear, she said, "I wish you a life of adventure that's just a tad bit scary. You're gonna rock this world because I'm giving you my best friend, Harry." The end. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the book readings. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.